Hey yo everyone, it's brekkie time here on Saturday, so obviously I have my smorgasbord of stuff. I have some blueberry bagel, strawberry cream cheese, chocolate chips, raisin bran, some chocolate cheesecake, and then two, not one, but two glasses of cranberry juice because you can never have enough cranberry juice in your life. And then once I'm done here eating breakfast and stuffing my face full of goodness, I need to head to the library because I have stuff to return. Even though I was just there 2 days ago, I have stuff to return before it gets overdue, and then I get to sit outside and wait for a bus. Luckily, it's very nice out. I don't even know if I'll need my coat. I may drop that back off in my room, which would be very nice because then it's one less thing I have to worry about. So, yes, but otherwise, today is going to be a great day to quote Phineas and Ferb. So, yes, stay tuned for all the goodness coming soon. Okay, so apparently buses were running late today. So by the time the bus got to outside of, what was it, McBride Hall or whatever, near campus, by the time the bus got there, the guy had to go on his break. It was supposed to be 15 minutes, so it was like, great. And he didn't get there until, like, 20 to 1. So it's like, ugh. So by the time he's done, they actually had to switch drivers and stuff, so we had to wait for this other gal to come. So we didn't leave until almost like 10 after 1, which sucked because, yeah, by the time I got here, it was well past 1:30, which is when the movie was going to start. And so now I'm having to wait till the 4:30 showing. So, yes. So I've had to bum around Target and Barnes & Noble, so keeping myself occupied, and I have a book with me. Book and a cube. So I only have like an hour left until I get my ticket and stuff and go in, so not too much longer, but still. It would have been nice for the earlier showing because, granted, the movie's, my mother said, is 2 hours, so from 4:30 that's 6:30. Granted, depending on when the buses come, I could be waiting up to about 50 minutes for it. Or I could be waiting up to, say, 30 seconds by the time I get out. I don't know. But the fact is, it still takes half an hour to get back to campus, so it'll be 7. And I believe it's at 7 or 7:30, the gates close for the marketplace. So then I can't go in and eat. So unfortunately, tonight, I have to eat out because of the buses and not being able to see the earlier showing. Which sucks a little bit. So, but I'll make do and everything, so, yep. So I will get back to you guys once I'm done with the movie. And I am back on campus from the mall now. I just barely caught, well, it seemed like I just barely caught the bus because when I got out of the movie, it was almost exactly 6:30, so it was almost an exact 2-hour movie if they started on time. So I decided, well, since I have to pick up food, I picked up some Chick-fil-A. Why do people pronounce it Chick-fil-A? There's nothing after the A. Nothing that ends with it. Alright, never mind, I take that back. But still, how do you get an A sound out of just an L and an A? It doesn't make that much sense. So, yeah. That's bogus, but yeah, I'm really in the mood for chicken. And so I got that. And then, because Bongo, the app Bongo, Bus on the Go, wasn't working today for some odd reason for the Coralville buses, and the screen that's usually running for the Coralville buses in the mall had stopped doing the buses for some odd reason by the time I got out. So I didn't know when it was going to come, so I, woo! Sorry, I almost lost my waffle fries, and I've been dying for waffle fries. No. So I quickly ran over to get food, and then I'm like in the mall. Chick-fil-A is at the exact opposite end of the food court, and the furthest from the buses. But I could still see way at the other end of the window. But where the bus would usually be, my sight is slightly obscured by the ice rink. And because there's a hockey game going on, there's tons of people the skaters and then the Zamboni and everything. I can't see all the way out there clearly, so I'm like waiting there into my pants, holding the $1 bill I need for the bus while I'm waiting for my food to be ready. So waiting for that, and then once it comes, like booking it out of there to see if the bus is there or not, and which it was. And I realized that halfway there, so I just then full out sprinted out to try and catch the bus to, yeah, go in, and I put my dollar in, went and sit, and yeah, I don't know if it like just got there a little while ago or what, but we sat there for like 15 minutes or so because the driver had to take a smoke. So yeah. So now I'm back on campus. Luckily though, it was a very straightforward ride back to campus. We didn't have to do much of the detouring and stuff for some of the people, which was very nice. Nice to just get back nice and quick. So yes, otherwise I'm switching hands because the bag is slipping. Don't want to lose my fries. So movie, yes, Fifth Wave. It was pretty good. I mean, for the first movie I've seen, yeah, this year, and everything, and for it being a book movie, it was alright. But granted, because I read the book first, compared to the book, I mean, if you just saw the movie without ever reading the book, you would think, okay, it's pretty good, it's pretty decent. I'd rate it maybe 6 or 7 out of 10. But having read the book, I'd rate it 4.5 out of 10. Granted, it was a 2-hour movie, and granted, most movies range from about 1.5 hours to about 2, with some of those going to about 3. But usually those that go to 3 are really good in themselves. And for them doing this off of a 500-page book in 2 hours, it's like, I mean, the motion was like 350 so pages, and that was almost a 3-hour movie, and that was really good. So now with a 500, yeah, I think it was like 500.5, and it being a 2-hour movie, it was like, and I'm not going to spoil anything in there, but I just didn't think it did as well of capturing it. Granted, the one thing that I didn't like, well, I sort of liked about it, is the fact that in the books, there is this concept of time, of events going on, that's slightly obscured in the fact that, excuse me, I don't know what it is about those skaters, but one of the things is that when reading the book and stuff, the events that happen as you read it aren't necessarily happening as they come up in the book. There are certain parts to where characters are doing things that doesn't match up with the same time other characters are doing other things. And granted, they did a really good job of doing like a chronological order of the movie. It's just that, yeah, there was some of it to where it didn't quite feel right, and to where they cut out a lot of stuff for that in some cases, and a lot of the conversations weren't right. A lot of stuff was really obscured as to why they changed different things to sort of fit a shorter time period, and the more I think about it, the more I didn't like it when comparing it to the book, because I really liked the book. So that's my opinion. I haven't spoiled anything, but book is better. But if you have it and you don't want to read the book, then that's fine. Go and see it. It's a really decent movie then. I'd be interested to see if they'll do the second one, which I haven't read yet, but, you know, I'm still interested to read the second book. Maybe not the second movie. I don't know. It depends if they do it or not. Otherwise, yeah, it wasn't terrible. It's not like a Michael Bay film to where he just ruins your childhood. It's not like that. But compared to other book movie adaptations, I would sort of put it up there. In a way, it's slightly like The Host when you really think about it in some ways, but I would put The Host above it just because I really enjoyed that one more. But I would say it's definitely better than Beautiful Creatures. if any of you have seen the movie Beautiful Creatures, if any of you have read the book Beautiful Creatures by Margaret Stoll and Cami Garcia, I think, you would know that that's a terrible book movie based off of the book. So yeah, definitely higher than that. So, because yeah, Beautiful Creatures for me is like a 1.5 maybe. It's just really terrible, but overall it wasn't that bad. So yes, so now I'm gonna go back to my room, eat my dinner, which is hopefully still, seems like it's still fairly warm. So yeah, stuff my face full of waffle fries, take care of a few things of homework or such. I have to, you know, edit the clips for, let me think. Yeah, I need to finish editing the Lego Batman so that can go up Tuesday. And I need to figure out Game Dev Tycoon, because I don't want to release an hour to an hour and a half segments at a time. I want to do more half hours. So I have to figure out where I'm going to cut it, where it's not like in a line of speech. So I'm trying to figure out specific points that's easy, nice, and cut it off, and then it won't be too confusing when you start the next episode, because that will be in place of Lego Batman for about 2 weeks or so. It just depends on when I actually can record more Lego Batman, because I do have more footage. It's just it's of the extras and stuff, and that's, I want to put that at the end so it's more of a chronological progression of stuff. So that's my reason behind that. And then of course, yes, thing about apps for my phone, I need apps for more Mobile Mondays. I would like to start that in February to at least be able to get through. I would need at least, I think, 6 to 7. The Simons, 6 or 7 to be able to get from the beginning of February until spring break. And hopefully during spring break I'll be able to record a whole bunch then as well. And I have 2 episodes ready, so I need at least, I believe, 4 more. So I need 4 apps. And I have 2 other apps I'm going to do, so I need at least 2 apps that I need you guys to want to see me do. Yes! And on that note, I'll end it there. So thank you all very much for watching. I've been Lego MacGyver. To all you Mastervilles out there, stay bricky, keep building, and I'll see you all next time.